like to come on like my thumbnail. This is exactly how I was when I took my thumbnail picture. How y'all doing? Thank you. The name of this video, the title of this video is called Fathers, because I lost a good friend yesterday, a good father. He was a good father, he was a good man. He had 14 children. And his baby boy, his last child, just turned 18. It's a sad story, but it's a reflection story, a story that can reflect on life, and as we live it every day. Life is not guaranteed to nobody. You can be here today and gone tomorrow. And this guy was just sitting on my porch on Friday, talking to me, drinking some coffee. It's sad, man, because of my mindset right now. I haven't lost nobody that I knew, that I was cool with in a long time. And that's one of my main reasons for not being close to not allowing people to get close to me, because I don't want to feel that pain of losing someone. You know what I mean? Push that like button. People don't realize how important fathers are. And this man, he wasn't the richest man in the world. He was just a common man. He didn't have education, a lot of education. He didn't have none of the stuff that everybody else had. But he had life, and he had a family that loved him. And he was there in his children's life every day of their life. The importance of a father is to pass down all the knowledge and information that we have, that we learned over the years, pass it down to our children so they wouldn't have to go through what we went through. And life becomes a lot easier for them because they didn't have to go through the hardships. They didn't have to go through the pain. They didn't have to go through the suffering. And it's so many people that's fortunate to have parents that were sacrificed for them to have a better life. You know what I mean? That's a fortunate situation, because it's a lot of kids that's unfortunately don't have parents or nobody that can do, or they might want to do something for their children, but in a financial situation or circumstances that they're in their life, they can't do anything for their children. I got a daughter, so I understand that you. What's up? How you doing? What's up, Lee? I have a daughter too. And I have a daughter that's very distant from me. And it's sad because I love every ounce of that girl. There's nothing about her that I don't love, like nothing. I love her attitude. I love her everything. Like, and she will not speak to me, will not talk to me, will not. And there's nothing I can do about it. As a father, when your children make a decision not to speak to you, not to allow you to be in their life, that's their decision. And it really hurts me deep down inside because I'm the only one in the world that want to see her do better. Or, you know, your mother do not have the love for you like your father do. Like, a father's love is deeper than any love that can be given in the world, because the father truly knows that the child, the seed of the child, is truly his. When we create life, don't nobody look at the situation for what it really is. When a man shoots his sperm into a woman, that is a live mechanism, sperm. That tail, it got eyes, it's wiggling. That's a life that only the man can inject into a woman. And when it reaches to the top and catches that one seed, that one egg, and it crawls off inside of it and get trapped, and that's the fertilization egg. You know what fertilization means? It's an incubator. It's a stove. It's a refrigerator. It's an oven. So just imagine that little egg, that sperm crawling into the egg, and it gets stuck, and it closes up at the bottom, and it gets started to get hot, and then all of a sudden, life is transformed. Women got millions and millions of eggs just laying across their walls. But it takes a man one sperm in order for them to create, to have life, to bear life. And the most important person in the world to be anybody should be your father, because your father gave you life. Your father walked around with you in his balls, in his nutsacks for the last 30, 40, 50 years, however old he was when you were born. That's how long he carried you inside of his body before he found a vessel that can bear you. But the seed, the life, the wiggling mechanism was in your father. And a lot of people, man, discard the father because the system psychologically done program people to make people look at the father like they ain't shit. The system take the children away from the father, because if the children is disconnected from the father is mentally disconnected. That's our children. That's what we create. Those are connections of us. And when they are not around you or not, you know, in your possession throughout their life, and as you grow up and get older, then your children are lost. Your children are in this world completely lost, because if you don't know your father, you will never truly know yourself. If you don't know your father, you will never truly know yourself. I had my first daughter when I was in high school. You had an unconscious child. A lot of people, I had an unconscious child. That was my daughter. And an unconscious child is when we have children and we not ready to have children. And I wasn't ready. I told her mother I wasn't ready. No, I'm not ready for no children. I don't care if you are pregnant. I'm not ready for children. My life is not set up for children. And at that time, I was willing to pay for an abortion. I'm not. And I gave her mama $500. But she went and bought some weed, some drink, and chilled, and went and bought a hotel room and turned up with her homegirls, and she decided to keep the baby. Didn't tell me about it 8-9 months, like 7-8 months, like after she was pregnant with a big belly, popped up on me and told me, I'm pregnant, I'm about to have a baby. You been pregnant. You were pregnant the last time I seen you. You told me you were pregnant. I gave you $500. But I told you then I ain't want no children. I'm a freelancer, bitch. Like, fuck you mean? And I can't introduce no children to my family. because my family ain't gonna accept it like that. I'm a trust fund baby, and if I have a child, I need to be married. My grandparents are preachers, and I never planned on marrying you. I was just trying to fuck you, and that's what I did. I fucked you, and I told you I wanted to fuck, and you let me fuck, and we fuck. And guess what? That right there is a consequence to fucking. You can make children. At that time in my life, at that age that I was at, that's where my mental was at. I wasn't ready. I didn't want no children. Just because you get a girl pregnant don't mean you're supposed to have a child by her, or you have to carry it through. There's other options in life. And if a woman make that decision to keep it, then that's her decision. But in life, we gotta realize that just because your mama decided to have you, don't mean your father is responsible for you or taking care of you. He gave you the ultimate gift, and that was life. Your mama chose to keep you. You doing what you do. Life no matter what we do in life, you gotta do it for yourself. Your parents can't do nothing for you in your life but give you money to pay for it, and that's it. Like, if you need help paying for it, I can pay for it, but you got to go in there and take that test yourself, and you got to pass that test yourself. If you don't, you can't accomplish. You can't get the certificate. You can't get what you need to do. You have to do for yourself. You have to go to school every day for yourself in order to graduate at the end. It's for you. Your parents can't do it for you. But they gave you life. Your father gave you life. Your mama bared your life, spared your life. That's what she did. She spared your life. Your daddy bared your life. You know how many kids your daddy buried that didn't make it? You know how many kids I shoot in the air and they go in the toilet every night? That was a lucky thing. That was a blessing from God to your mother for me to shoot a sperm cell in her and have a child. Now you wanna fault the father for the wrong different things. Now the only thing you fault your father for is not wanting to be in your life, not wanting to do nothing for you. But ever since my child was born, I've been wanting to do things for her. I've been trying to do things for her. I've been reaching out to bless her, and no matter what, she denied it. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted a motherfucking abortion. I didn't want to have no goddamn children growing up in this world acting like that to me. The fuck? Fuck that. If I want something, I want something that's solid. I knew her mama wasn't solid. Her mama wasn't in love with me and really there for me. So I knew this child wasn't going to grow up to be that way. That's why I was like, you know what? I really don't want nothing to do with this shit. I don't want nothing to do with you. You full of drama. I don't want to have no kids by you, bitch. And I made that decision when I first found out she was pregnant. And I said, ugh, the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? Damn, my fucking luck. Your ugly ass is pregnant. Fuck, bitch. Fuck. I was just trying to fuck. Not make a baby. But it was good though. Boy, you know, men can be truthful all day long. And because when men be truthful, women can't fathom it. They can't handle the conversation. They can't handle the tone of voice. How do you say, they can't handle the choice of words that men use. Fuck your sensitivity level, your ears, your sensitivity. Tell you like everybody else need to know. Fuck your feelings. The world do not give a fuck about your feelings. Nobody in the world gives a fuck about your feelings. Why? Because they your feelings. And you the only motherfucker that got them. So who the fuck else gonna care about it? Period. So shake that shit. Get out that motherfucking emotional mindset. Because you ain't gonna never go nowhere in life thinking emotionally. And that shit, that don't do nothing but mentally distort every man, every woman, every child. When a person get frustrated, you can't think straight, man. You need to go get somewhere where you can get your mind right. Where you can calm down and get your mind right. Because the power of a father is so goddamn powerful, you niggas don't even understand. Push that like button. If I said anything that you agree with, anything that you disagree with, anything that you may deem to be disrespectful, I might be too aggressive. It might be, you might, your choice of words is just too, man, fuck your ears, nigga. Give a fuck about your ears. You got to do this shit for yourself. You got to do this legacy for you and your kids and your family and me. I know what to do because I got to build this no matter what. Nobody don't give a fuck. And that's real because that's what we programmed to be like. That Willie Lynch shit, conquer and divide, separate the light skin from the dark skin, make the old hate the young hate the old. Man, that shit is real, man. Psychologically, they got these niggas wrapped around their motherfucking fingers. And it's so sad, man. It's so sad, man. I can't find a conscious nigga for nothing in the world. Every motherfucker that say they got a conscience, once I get to picking their intellect, I just walk the fuck away. I'll be like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no fucking way. How the fuck do you have all this shit you got and you really like that? You dumbass niggas. I ain't like dumbass niggas. I can't stand these fucking niggas, man. I swear I can't, nigga. And if the Lord ever let if my ball ever start to roll in any type of fucking way, if I can just get my hands on some serious finance, I'm gonna show these niggas how to fucking do it. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna lead by example and let my actions do the talking and walking. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make them just under the laws of the, I'm gonna shame them under the laws of the universe of all the things that they should be doing, and they gonna see how I can do it for a little bit of nothing, and they acting like it's so hard to do it, but they want to go use somebody else's money and go get another nonprofit and another nonprofit to donate it. That's all they looking for, donations, man. They want more help than the motherfucking help they trying to give out, and that's bullshit. They in it for themselves, they're not in it to help people. You know what I mean? And I can give two fucks about it. I don't care about shit that's materialistic. I don't want none of the shit that they want. I don't want a house. I just want a bunch of land and a bunch of people living on the land happy. That's all I want. I want to be able to sit on top of the mountain and look down on the valley and see that I got a whole society of people living their best life with not one worry or care in the world. And that's you know, everybody that say they want to help, want everybody to live a better life and want to live. I want everybody to live the life that I want to live. A good, blessing life with no needs. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to buy anything. You can just get it and go here. I want to build what they call, what the Bible described as the Garden of Eden on earth. Like, we can have all the fruit trees. We can have all the animals. We can have everything we want on our land. And it'll be free to everybody that live there. We can live off the land. We can feed and live and help each other and live and have the most prosperous community that ever thrived. But it's so hard to get just 5 black people together. 5. If I can get 5 black positive people at one table, it's just so hard. And everybody want to lead. Everybody want to conquer. Everybody want to, it's so funny how I can put all this shit together and have it all before on one piece of paper, everything lined out. And after you bring people in on it, they will look at everything that you got going. And instead of wanting to help you, they want it all. They want to take the whole program and do it themselves. But they didn't have no thought of putting this shit together, no thought of how this shit gonna work, no thought. They just want to take over. You know what I mean? Don't know nothing of the, don't know what it takes to build the process, to let it be strong for itself, let it be self-sufficient. Like they don't know shit. They just see the great idea and want to steal it. Yeah, I want it. It's so hard, man. How y'all doing? Push that like button. How important do you think a father is? Can you answer that question? Man. Oh, man. How y'all doing? Y'all blessed? Y'all not stressed? Sometimes in life, man, we just gotta think about the most important things. Some people are fortunate enough to have a father in their life. Some people are unfortunate. Like me, myself, I was unfortunate. I can't tell you what my dad looked like. I can't tell you nothing about him. I don't know what made him mad. I never seen him get mad. I never seen him fight. I never seen him do nothing. I never met my dad. And in my mind as a man, I always told myself, because I used to see a lot of kids with their fathers when I was young, and I always told myself, when I had children, I just want a son. That's all I want. I just want a son. And me and my son gonna rock the world. And my first child was not a son, it was a daughter. I had a girl. So in my mind, as a young man, I didn't want a daughter. A man can't teach a daughter nothing, no more than teach her the game of life and what men is gonna, want from them and all that, I want a young boy. I wanted a boy like me so I can raise him to be better than me. I can teach him how to be better than me. I just had a little experience of a man in my life by my grandfather. And he passed away when I was like 9 years old. But for those first 9 years of my life, being under his wing and going, everywhere he went, he took me with him. I really learned a lot just by being with him and everything he told me. You know what I mean? Everything we talked about. And I knew the other side of my grandfather. My grandfather was a preacher, but I knew the nigga of my grandfather. Everything he did, all his secrets and everything, how he was a man. And, everybody don't understand that. Everybody is a human being, and we all have to fight the struggles of thoughts and what's right and what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. We all have to, face those situations in our lives. And because my grandfather was a little smarter than the average man of his generation, he just was a couple steps ahead of him, and he was educated, and he used his education to his advantage. Like most men, the more knowledge we receive, the more knowledge we gain, the more we can understand how to accomplish things. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. I guess I'm going too deep. I'm so deep that I lost my audience. My audience ain't even with me no more. I'm talking, they ain't looking at the screen, look down, and there was nobody in this motherfucker. What the fuck? I'm standing here talking to my damn self. You know what? It's okay. I just got through eating this big, juicy, wonderful meal. Eggs, potatoes, biscuits, and gravy. Just drunk me a little coffee. Went live. Decided to just say a few words. I ain't been live in a couple days. I'm really going through it. I'm really in a deep depression right now. But it's okay, cause I'm working. When I get like this, and I get to myself, and I isolate myself, and I don't want to talk to nobody else. If you can't help me, I'm not talking to you. If you're not looking for no haircut, or if you're not looking to spend no money with me, I'm not going to speak to you. I ain't got no conversation for nobody. I'm in pure tunnel vision right now. So life is what it is. We live and we die. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm in my own little world, and everything inside of my world is blessed. I'm prosperous. I'm one barber, but I got 7 barber chairs. So I got 6 opportunities for any other barber that want to make some money. And like, this is my favorite sign. This is my favorite sign. This is all I do. Eat, sleep, fuck, cut, repeat. Push that like button. All right, I'm finna go, y'all. I love y'all for watching me, for pushing that like button. Thank y'all for supporting me, hearing me out a little bit. This conversation or this topic, this video could have went a lot longer if I had an engaging audience. But since then nobody want to engage with me, I'm just going on about my business. I'm in my world, I'm straight. Peace, quiet, tranquility. This is what I need right now. In order for me to stay or do better, I have to be to myself sometimes. And I know it because this is how I got where I'm at now. God had separated me from everything and everybody in the world and put me to myself. And this is where I'm at. And I'm more dangerous by myself than I am in a crowd of people. So I just feel like, I know what I need to be doing, and God is just, this thought is just in the back of my mind while he keep isolating me back into my space. This is my space. My space. I think I need to start trying to work on my books and my stories and some projects. I got to come up with some ideas for some merch. I need to come up with some projects, and I need to fully rewrite my whole comedy shit over again. I gotta do some comedy. I gotta do some more writing. I got on stage and started trying to tell some jokes, and I was stumbling everywhere. And I was like, you know what? If you don't use it, you lose it. And hard work outdo talent, good talent any day. And I used to pursue it and work so hard to try to be a stand-up comedian. And somewhere down the line, I gave up. And it'd been a long time since I really tried it or wanted to chase it. And then I would try to think about chasing it, and then I'd be like, nah, fuck it. I know this ain't the end of my story. Ain't no way I went through everything I went through to get to this point to fail. So it's like, in my mind, I'm like, this is like, this ain't even the middle of my story. I still got years to go, and a whole bunch of other chapters to add to it. But if I just go back from this point back and get to thinking about all the things that I've been through in my life, you know what I mean? I'd have never thought that I'd be at this point. I never thought that I'd live to get this old. I never thought that I would have children. I never thought that. Like, But it's so many things that I need, that I'm trying to do for myself, that I'm trying to do for other people. One of my biggest things is to become successful so my mama can see it. Man, God bless y'all. I just want to be successful. So I can repay back my mother for giving me life. For bearing my life. For sparing my life. Because my father gave up on me when I was born, before I was born. Said he didn't want nothing to do with me. He didn't want nothing, he didn't want to be there, and he never was. So it's a lot of men that make that decision in life, you know. I don't want no children, I don't want to fuck a child. I understand. But every man got to make that decision on his own, you know what I mean? You can't fault you. If they don't want it, that's what they don't want. You can't make nobody do something they don't want to do. You know what I mean? But I thank everybody that came in, everybody that double tapped the screen. I love y'all. I'm gonna get my mind right. Just thinking of the thought, because you never know when your parents is gonna leave. You know, I got a kid that I'm having problems with his mother allowing me to be in his life. And she don't realize that time is limited, and that everything that I know, my son should be knowing too. But it's hard. It's hard to be a father, especially when the world won't let you be one. It's hard to be a father. It's really hard for a black man. Push that like button. I love y'all, man. Talk to y'all later. I'm finna take me a nap, go to sleep, get my mind right. It's hard being a father, man. This shit's stressful. But every day that your father alive, your mother alive, you ought to hug them, you ought to kiss them, you ought to call them, tell them you love them. And you never know when it'll be your last time speaking to them. You know what I mean? God bless y'all. Have a good night.